welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jennifer. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about my April pile of possibilities. April is my birthday month and it is a milestone birthday for me. I will be turning 40, and so I'm very excited to do books that I am so very excited and want to read for fun and excitement and just put a smile and have some laughs with the books that I read for the month of my birthday. And so yeah, I'm excited to bring this pile of possibilities to you today, my TBR. And so first off, I would start off and talk about the book club book that I am a part of for Patreon for Books and Jams with Krista. And our group picked The Blue Castle from a poll. It is a classic YA novel by L.M. Montgomery. It is about a woman that is 29 and is still living with her family. And so she finally stands up for herself and what that entails when people think and believe based off of her change in attitude and what she wants out of her life and standing up for herself. I'm excited to see if I like this modern classic. So hopefully I like that one and can join our book club at the end of April. But then I have a couple Kindle books that I'd like to possibly read for the month. I'd like to add some Kindle options to my pile of possibilities each month so that hopefully I'm reading more from Kindle Unlimited and the books that I bought on my Kindle. And so I have two of them for you today. The first one is called We Are Legion or We Are Bob, and that one is by Dennis E. Taylor. This comes from a friend from Krista's community, Judy. She recommended this one to Krista and I and everybody in the community to read. It is a science fiction book about a guy named Bob that signs a contract to hopefully preserve his consciousness once he dies. And so the next time he dies and wakes up, he finds that he is the brain of a ship and all of the things that he gets up to and how he tries to save humanity and the world, and how he becomes multiple Bobs. The Bobbyverse is what it's called, which is kind of funny and sounds like a fun read. It is part of a series, so hopefully I will start that one here in April, and so that should be a fun one to get to try. I'm excited to use Kindle Unlimited to try that series, and if I love it, then I saw that there are some new versions of the books out from Barnes & Noble, so I'm gonna give that one a try. I think that's a great opportunity to use Kindle Unlimited, so try it before I buy it, and if I don't like it, no big deal. But I'm just glad that I can try things like that through Kindle Unlimited. The other book that I would like to read from my Kindle is called When the Day Comes. It is part of the Timeless series by Gabrielle Meyer. It is a historical fiction, dual timelines. And I just, Krista raves about this series. I'm excited to give it a try, give another historical fiction series a try. I love time travel, and so I'm very curious to see if I like this series again. I'm going to use Kindle Unlimited to try out this series as well. So those sound some good series to try in the month of April. So let's go ahead and move on to my physical reads for the month that I have as options. The first one is Book Lover by Emily Henry. This is a romance novel, and so if you're more interested in learning why this one is an option for the month of April, go ahead, and I have a new video series out about my backlist and a deep dive, and at random at the end of each video I pick the book for next month to read, and for the next one, this one was selected. And so there's a funny story as to why this is funny. This one was selected, so if you're interested and haven't watched that video, I definitely recommend it as to why this romance book was picked. And if you're interested in my thoughts on the 7-year slip and how I liked that one, it will be in that video as well. And so yeah, I think this is going to be a book about books and authors and things like that, and so we'll see kind of romance gets up to in this one. So that is definitely one that I want to read. Now getting back into the Dungeon Crawler Carl series again. This is book 7, The Inevitable Ruin. And so it is this pretty green teal color, and it looks like there is a castle and some climbing and some donut with laser eyes and things, and all the skulls lining up here at the bottom. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get hopefully back into this series. This is one chunker of a book, so this will probably take up a good portion of my month, but hopefully I really enjoy this one, and then I'll be all caught up in this series until the next book comes out. And so I'm excited to continue on in this series, which is very exciting. And so I won't spoil anything, but I absolutely love this series for sure. I'd highly recommend it. So I'm hoping to get back into it with this next book. It's been a couple months now since I've read a Matt Dinniman book, so of course I have to throw in another Matt Dinniman, starting of yet another series, Operation Bounce House. Hopefully this will be another fun, engaging AI robot science fiction try and save the world kind of series, and so I'm excited to get this one. It's not quite as long, but still a good decent amount, but I'm excited to jump into this series as well. And then moving on to one of the 12 books in 2026 that I have listed. This is The Poppy Fields by Nikki Erlick. I am excited to get into this one. I loved The Measure by this author, and so I'm excited for it's supposed to be kind of like a road trip book leading them to these poppy fields where they can sleep and forget their grief. And so what does that mean? Why are these people traveling to these poppy fields and getting to know each other? And maybe it's like a found family. I'm excited to kind of give this one a shot, and some emotions and how people deal with grief, and some thought-provoking things come up. And so I'm excited to give this one a try as well. And then moving on to last but not least, the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I did not get this one in the month of March, but I like to continue on in the Harry Potter series, the second book in the illustrated versions. I'm hoping to do this one as well as the audio narration at the same time, so I can look at all of the fun illustrations. Should we look at a random page? Of course, that one is all text. That's too funny. Ooh, Harry Potter. That in the on his broom. That is very cool. So from full text to full pictures, which is kind of funny. And so, yeah, so those are some of the physical reads that I have. I have one more, which will be my nonfiction book for the month of April. I found one. It's called Big Mall. It is about the resurgence of malls in the 90s and how they took over, and the population and the culture and everything behind malls and how they're changing today. And so I just kind of think it'd be kind of a fun and nonfiction to read about for the month of April. I always shopped in a mall. I always enjoyed the time walking around just to browse and things like that. And so, yeah, I think that would be a fun and new nonfiction to read. I don't have it, but I'll just show a picture here. I have ordered it, so hopefully it will be here soon. So those are all of my pilot possibilities for the month of April. Hopefully you have some exciting readings lined up and some possibilities for April, my birthday month. And so hopefully you enjoyed this video. In the comments down below, if you want to share some kind of flower emoji, that'd be great for poppy fields, for showing of spring, and hopefully we're done with winter. We'll see. You never know. Well, at least with April, it shouldn't last too long if it does snow or get any ice, for heaven forbid. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video coming along and seeing what I'm going to get up to in April. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.